Welcome back, Love Nation. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel, growing this channel, sharing comments on this channel. Thank you guys so much. We are definitely growing this year. So I'm just going to get into my quick thoughts on how I think the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial will unfold this week, with Amber Heard getting back on the stand after a week-long break from the trial. And again, these are just my initial thoughts. Um, First, I am going to say that Amber's testimony, in my own opinion, has been a little bit sketchy. Um, in my own opinion, I'm sure she probably took a little bit more than a little bit of time to try to sit and reflect on how she appeared on the stand in order to try to clean up the image that it seems like a lot of posters out there are not really buying into her version of events. With that being said, there was audio released that has shown full audio of clips that has been circulating widely for several weeks now, and I actually listened to the 4 hour clip. I'm going to try to do a series of videos based on that 4 hour clip in which her and Johnny Depp are basically having the longest, and when I say longest, I mean longest argument in world history here. I'm probably going to try to do an analysis walkthrough on that at a separate time. But again, that was also a hot mess. But to hear those two kind of put it into perspective as to me having solid proof believing, and this is just my own thoughts again, that Johnny Depp did not do these things to her as she has subsequently said throughout the years during the time that they were together. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. So what can we expect? In my own opinion, I think Amber may be on that stand definitely today, and maybe a good full day of cross-examination from Johnny's camp. I think that Camille will be the one to go ahead and cross-examine Amber Heard, as she has been the one to do the objections. And usually, I guess the person that is doing the objections is usually the person that will cross-examine. I think we are all definitely waiting for that cross-examination. That is probably definitely going to be the key testimony this week. I think she is going to be cross-examined at least an entire day. There has been holes in Amber Heard's story. She has kind of skipped over some things. And again, if you listen to the audio, even with what was actually submitted in court, in my opinion, not even being a lawyer, I would have questions surrounding some of the details of which Amber Heard has said versus what was actually answered in court. Some things didn't make sense, like, for example, the Australia trip in which Johnny lost part of a finger. I don't think Amber really explained in a really good detail as to her part in that. And if you match that to some of the audio that was entered into evidence in the court, I think that Johnny's lawyer can definitely go in on Amber concerning that part of it. Another part of it is that seemingly disastrous wedding honeymoon trip. It seemed like Johnny was actually more banged up than anything. Amber Heard actually looked like she may have been on meds more so than what she is alleging. If you guys remember, and I don't even think many people have really went back to analyze this, it seemed like the honeymoon has not really been talked about as much if you want to talk about instances with Johnny and Amber. And if you look at the picture that was submitted by Johnny's security, you can clearly see in the picture Johnny actually had markings underneath his, I believe, left eye. And that really was not talked about. Even though Amber Heard's lawyer also said, and this was shocking. If you guys remember this, I'm going to try to pull up this clip at a later video in which her lawyer alleged that Johnny put his hands around her neck in one of the train cars after they got into an argument over the food cart, I guess. And mind you, this was right after they had got married. So I think that Johnny's lawyers definitely need to try to go more in depth concerning the train car incident right after the honeymoon. I think that she definitely should go in on the Australia trip. Another point of interest to me that I think the lawyer Camille should definitely ask Amber Heard about is what actually happened in that 2015 Toronto trip. Johnny had one version, Amber Heard had one version. It seemed like that was probably one of their more Paw Paw trips per se, where it seemed like they really had a lot of issues coming out of Toronto, especially. So I definitely think that there was enough audio and evidence in that trip that the lawyer really needs to come back at Amber and really get into, because again, I believe that was initiated also on Amber's part if it comes down to just putting paws on people. And I think that it needs to be explained a lot better, because the Toronto trip especially has to be another one that we really don't have a solid explanation as to how it started, how long did it go, because it seemed like right after that trip, it seemed like that's when their arguments started to escalate and escalate and escalate to where they were actually getting into more escalative type situations leading up to their divorce in 2016. So I definitely want to hear more about that while Amber Heard is on the stand. Now, as far as anyone that can come in after this, Amber may have a family member or two. I'm thinking, I think this might be a little shady, but Elon Musk or the other one, James Franco, could make an appearance, even though I really can't see their testimony being good for Amber's behalf, for the simple fact it seems like she may have been having playtime with them while she was married to Johnny Depp, as per seen in those elevator pictures. Now, the elevator pictures had more or less to do with James Franco. Elon Musk, according to testimony, was seen to have come there and seen by several hotel staff members. And again, if you guys go into some of these other YouTube videos, some people have actually said, allegedly, Amber went to some of these staffers and actually was trying to get them to change their testimony. And I'm going to try to link the description in that, because I was watching several videos over the weekend. But anyway, these are just the thoughts I believe will definitely factor in to how this is going to play out, because the court has been off for like literally 10 days. I think that Amber's lawyers are definitely going to spend most of today, if not all of today, going back into her testimony to refresh the jury, to get them to try to sympathize. I think Amber is going to also spend some time trying to clean things up as far as some holes in her thing, because like I said, she did skip around a lot of stuff. After that, there will probably possibly be at least a full day, at least at bare minimum, of Johnny Depp's lawyers going all in on Amber Heard. And I definitely want them to talk about Australia, the honeymoon situation, and the Toronto trip. You guys share your thoughts and comments below. This is what I think to expect at trial. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.